Hey, what's up, everybody on YouTube? It's your boy D, and this is just a quick tutorial on the Beat Thang and how to get to your 3,000 sounds. Now, this also goes towards the BTV, Beat Thang Virtual as well, because they're basically the same thing. One's a hardware, one's software, but you maneuver both in the same way. Now, a lot of people, just like a lot of people like me, when I got the Beat Thang, I make beats, but I was using, I was making the beats, but I was using the presets because there's so many instruments in the presets that you'll get stuck just using the presets. You'll find your favorite preset that they already had in there, that the kits that they already made, and you find yourself just using those because there's so many of them. And the drums are crazy. It's got a lot of nice drums and kicks and snares and everything in it. But little do they know, even after having it for a while, that they haven't even heard half the sounds that the Beat Thang comes with. So that's what I'm gonna show you here. All right, so I just booted it up. It's booted up, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about the presets. When I go to New Pattern, and then I go down to where it says Kit right here, and then I come over, and I select. And I go to a kit. Say I go to one of my kits that that I have in here, and these are all preset. These are all preset kits that's in here, but there's just so many of them. You get now there's so many different type of drums and snares in here. I'll start making a beat right here and come out with some with a nice beat. But here's where being a producer, that you really want to know how to get to this part. Alright, so let's exit here. Now this is what I'm talking about to get to your 3,000 sounds and hear everything. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go to Kit. Alright, once I go to Kit, it's going to bring up a kit. That is just ask me, do I want to save the pattern? No, I don't want to save the pattern. Alright, so you're going to press Kit, then you're going to go to New Kit, because that's what you're going to basically be doing. You're going to be putting your own kit together. And this is where your 3,000 sounds are. As a producer, sometimes, you want to tweak and do different things to your drums and everything like that. So now I'm on this screen. I hit New. I hit Kit, then I hit New. Now, right here on the top right here, it says Sample and it says Groups. So I'm going to go down to Groups real quick. Now, once I get the groups, now your groups are going to be your kicks, group of kicks, your group of snares, group of hi-hats. I'm sorry about that. Just different, you're just different groups. So if I scroll it over, which I'm using this number here, and I'm going through this, I'm going through my kits. There's bass kits, beatbox kits, bells, bongos, brass, and so say I go to claps. Say I'm at my claps kit thing right here. I'm gonna go down to the first clap that's right there. I'm gonna load it. Now see this is blinking right here because this is where that clap is gonna be. As you can hear it, the clap is right there. And up here is where I can adjust the volume, the pan. I can hit more, pitch, trigger, the cutoff, the delay, the reverb, attack of of that one kick, the release, the sustain, delay. This is where I can, if I want to cut it off a little bit, this is where the sample is, basically that sample. Now this is how I can layer it. Now a lot of people don't know that on the Beat Thang, on this one pad, I can layer 16 different instruments or anything I want. I can layer it with right from here. It says layer 1 right there, and if I bring it down to there, I can go to layer 2, layer 3, layer 4, layer 5. As you see it switching, so I can layer that snare with anything I want, up to 16 different sounds on each individual pad. I can do that. And all right, so let's get back to where we was at, what we was talking about. All right, so the claps right here. Now say I'm like, all right, I'm at the claps. I don't want that clap. Alright, you keep it on claps in the group, but you go to sample, because that's where the first clap is at. Then I just press over right here. Then I can preview, press it again, and there's no delay in it, there's no load time. It's as soon as you press it over, as soon as you press the data to the right, or I can scroll the wheel, whichever you want to do, it's instant that you're going to hear the next clap. And say, alright, I like that clap right there. That's the clap I'm going to use. So now, bam, I got a clap there. Now, say I want to put a kick here. I just tap that. Now, it's blank up here. It says none, none. The group says none. So let's go down to the group. Let's go to my kicks. Scroll through it. When you get to the kicks, I scroll down to the first kick here. Then I hit load. Unless you know the name of the kick that you want, then you just gotta go through them. So now, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but the kick is right there. And the same thing with the kicks. I go up to the top where it says sample. I keep it in the group because the group, I want to scroll through the group of kicks. So here's sample. Now, all right, I'm gonna go through the kicks again by pressing the data over. I find the kick that I want. I don't know if you guys can hear the kick. There's no, I know you have no EQ. Maybe you can hear that one. All right, say if I want that kick. Now I got that kick. I got that kick, that snare. Now, for time purposes, I'm not going to do this that long. Now I can do that. I can make a whole kit, and this is just using. Right now, I'm just using bank 1 of what I'm building up. And I can put instruments there. I can put, like, if I want to put guitars, but sometimes you might want to separate the instruments because you might want to put like a guitar on every single pad. You want to span it out. So, but as far as right now, this is a kit. Even though I'm only using 2 things right now, but like I said, you can do it up, and it has 8 banks, so I can build a kit like crazy. Like if I want, I can have all drums and kicks, snares, and everything on bank 1. Then if I hit the pads, bank up, now I'm on bank 2. Now bank 2, of course, is going to be empty because I didn't put nothing there yet. But I'm on bank. You can fill it up. You can go all the way, like I said, to bank 8 and fill that up. So it's just listen, it'll take you a little while before you fill that up, once you find the things that you want. But as a producer, like I said, when you're ready to lay down a beat, or when you're ready to say, all right, let me sit down, play around with it first, use the presets or whatever, but when you get ready and you're like, all right, let me sit down and make my kit. I'm D, so I might want to make a kit of my favorite drums that I hear, or I want to go through all the sounds and all 3,000 of them, which is going to take you a long time, and load them up in my own kit that I want, and then it's going to show up in when you go to pattern, it's going to show up. So all right, so real quick, I want to show you the completion of this. I showed you how to do that, how to put those there. Now I would hit save. Now I'm going to save this. I hit save. It's asking me to name it. So let me delete what it has up here. And let's name it, I'm going to name it, let's see. I'm going to name it D. I'm going to name it D. I'm going to just name it DEE, okay? Now, it's asking me where do I want to save it. Do I want to save it to my SD card or my device? I'll save it to, I'll save it to my SD card. Now it's saved. Now say I'm ready to go make a beat. Now 2 things you can do. Now I can either go to edit, hold down edit and go to pattern and start making my beat, or I can but I want to show you how to find that kit that I made. You go to pattern. Now I just basically scroll over and I go up to the top and I go over right here where it says SD, it's going to say SD card, but I'm looking for user up here. I'm gonna go to user. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go to this is. I'm gonna go to new because I want to do a new pattern. So once I go to new, I scroll down here to kit. Now I'm looking for my kit now. Now I'm gonna go over and go to where it says SD card, and in my SD card it says D. That's where that kit is at. I hit load. Now my drum and my kick, my snare and my kick, and it says D up here because that's right in here. It says D because that's the kit that I pulled up, just as if it was a preset. And that's how and that's how you build your own drum kit. And of course, if I had put more sounds on it just now, you'd see them on the rest of the pads. And if like I said, you could bank up and bank down, bank up to 8 banks. All right, so that's how you do that. And also somebody had asked me a question on YouTube about, does the Beat Thang chop samples? Yeah, you sample in. I showed you before. Let me unplug this real quick. Turn the Beat Thang around. Now, right here is where you would plug, your 1/4 inch in there, whatever you're gonna sample, or your mic with phantom power, and then you sample into the Beat Thang, and then you chop your samples up. Now, the thing about the Beat Thang is that you can chop. The chopping is so much better than the MPC. It's ridiculous. And if you have the Beat Thang Virtual or the Beat Thang hardware, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So if anybody has any questions on how to sample, or how, I've made a couple videos, or you can check the Beat Thang, their video tutorials on YouTube, and they show you how to do it, and their tutorials are very good. I watched them all. They show you step by step on how to do it, just like I did on the pulling up your 3,000 sounds. So just check. Either you can leave a comment and ask me if you want me to show you anything particular, and like I showed you just now, it's the same thing to the Beat Thang Virtual because they operate the same. So if you have any questions, just leave a comment and I'll answer it as fast as I can. If you need a video done, I'll do a video for you showing you step by step on how to to do this, to do whatever you want. Just ask for help and I'm glad to show you. That's it. It's your boy D. It's been a quick tutorial for the Beat Thang hardware, and also for the Beat Thang Virtual, because like I said, it works the same. And I'm out. It's your boy D.